This is going to teach you how to take calls through Google Voice or Skype while using RadioBoss. So what you'll have to do is install a virtual audio cable first, or something along those lines. I'm going to be teaching you from using that as a format. So go to Programs. After you get that installed, go to Virtual Audio Cable and open up the control panel here. And I have 4 cables set, just ignore the last 2. What you want to do is change this number here and set it to 2, and then click Set. And you can leave the default settings as they are. Feel free to pause the video if you want to look further at my settings. There's no benefit to changing this stuff. You can then close out of that or just click Exit. The 2 cables are there. Go into RadioBoss. And I've had better luck by going in, running it as administrator, so I have to get approval to go in. Give it 1 second to load, and we go into settings here, and there's 2 areas you have to pay attention to here, and I'm going to show you a third trick. One is input. Okay, my input is my microphone here, but I also have another input. It is line 2 virtual audio cable, which was one of the 2 cables you set earlier. Keep that in mind. Once you have that in there with RadioBoss, it's going to put something called line, if you see where I'm pointing right now, in your main playlist, which is fine for now. And it's going to put it in here, and then what you need to do is go open up an aux player. So to do that, you go to View, Work Zones, and you're going to have to go up 1. So if you had 1 selected, go to 2. If you had 2 selected, go to 3. That's going to pop 1 up. When you pop 1 up and you click here, you can pick aux playlist. So go ahead and pick aux playlist, and then drag that line thing from over here to up there. And then remember to click play. That's going to allow your phone calls coming in on line 2 to play. Okay, if you don't have that, click play and leave the settings as they are for 00, which is indefinite play. If you don't have that clicked, you're not going to hear your phone calls. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, going back into settings, I showed you what to do on mic input here, but I didn't show you there's another thing you need to do as well. On playback, this is important. Aux 1, I set it to direct sound line 2. That has to be set as well. And I also set the Cartwall output device instead of the main sound card. I set that to line 2 as well. So that's throwing everything on line 2 except for the main music and the jingles. The reason I had to do that is because my Cartwalls, my sound effects, were not syncing with my voice. So if I were to say, yeah, a lady said this, and click a sound effect, it wasn't, you know, it would play 10 seconds before, because there's like a 20-second delay if you're going to Spreaker anyway, through RadioBoss. So I run it through line 2. You can do that however you want to. It's not required that you do that. Last but not least, once you have that set up, you're going to need to go into your respective players, whatever they may be. So I'll go ahead and open up Skype, since a lot of people tend to use that. Well, I've got it right down here, so let's open that up. It takes a second to log in, so give me a moment. And so here's Skype, and you go into Tools. It's going to take a second, it's still opening. Options, and here inside Options you're going to find Audio Settings, and there is where you're going to select line 2 for your speakers. So by default it'll probably be set to your speakers, whatever those are. I have a Plantronics headset, or that would be, you know, my laptop speakers. I'm setting it to line 2. See? As I talk, you see the microphone bouncing up and down. I don't select automatically adjust because I handle the volume through RadioBoss. So select line 2 there. Same setting pretty much in Google Voice, and I'll just run you through that very quickly. It's like this. I can open that up, Google Talk, and go to settings there. And from in there, you go down to audio. And again, you set your line 2 for output. You can do notifications, rings, and dings. You can turn them off, or you can send them to line 2 as well. I like to hear my phone ringing, so I set it to line 2. And then calls, of course, to line 2. And activate speaker for ringing is an option. Activate speaker and mic when on a call. You don't have to have that selected, but I don't want to take any chances. That's it. Now you're set up and ready to take and make calls through Skype or Google Talk using RadioBoss, and it should come through as nice and clean for you. Check out my radio show's Facebook page if you would. You don't have to subscribe to me, but go like that page and I'll love you forever. Facebook.com/TruthOnTapShow. Facebook.com/TruthOnTapShow all together. Thanks.